man box.
I mean, actually, I've had this discussion with someone. How many women do you think it takes to beat one guy in a fight? I think 3.
In a fight?
Yeah. Because considering...
I think 2.
2?
Just because men are actually really weak. They're weaker than we think. Like, they're actually...
like, let's do average women, average men. Okay. Actually speaking, if the women were to tackle the legs, because legs are where most of the power comes from, and then the other woman got, like... Because there's also the height advantage that men have. So...
But most Asian guys are short, though.
Well, we're not talking about Asians, we're talking about, like, in general.
Okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Then...
I think, no, see, all of these, they're arbitrary rules per category.
It depends.
Yes.
It really depends. So we can't really answer you that because I don't want to give false answers on the internet.
Yeah, and also, like, we never said that they're exactly the same as each other. So I think
we never really like stated like, you know, like, oh, women can never be like.
There should just not be that like prejudice. Like, we don't like that women have to compete with one another.
Yeah.
But when how many men to take one woman? Half a man. Just kidding.
No, but seriously though, a lot of girls do not know how to fight.
Bro, what? No, seriously, what? I don't think any man or woman should attack each other ever. Never resort to physical violence.
Yeah, honestly, I don't care what girls did. I just think physically it's unfair for a woman to be abused somehow, some way physically, just because, yes, for guys, it is a lot more powerful to you guys, that you guys have more strength. It doesn't matter how much, like, how many times, like, or how often we go to gym and, you know, like, get our strength trained or whatever. Yeah. But seriously, at the end of the day, yes, men will always beat women in fight. Regardless, that's just how genetics freaking works, okay? So it's not fair from the beginning. So yes, no, you should never, if you're a man, you should never beat a woman, or you should never lay a hand on a woman. It doesn't matter how bitchy or how shitty a woman is. If you don't love her, just freaking leave her instead of use your hands to abuse her or just show your power move, because it's disgusting. Okay, it's disgusting. Don't lay your hands on women ever. Please, seriously.
I completely agree. And
what if she has a gun pointed at you? Yo.
She's gun pointed at you.
Then I guess that just kind of becomes like a self-defense question.
Yeah.
Then just do it. I mean, like, if she has a gun, then yeah, okay. But
also, if she has a gun, wouldn't the best move to be run? Actually, that's a terrible idea too.
Wait, if someone has a gun pointed at me, I think I would just like, I'm sorry. I fucked up.
Yeah. 100% you should be allowed to defend yourself. 100%.
No one should hit anyone, but you should be allowed to defend yourself. It must be
100%. I agree. Yeah. And also that doesn't...
Yeah, it doesn't matter, like, the gender doesn't matter anymore. Because that literally is about life and death.
I was just gonna say, like, men can be abused by women too, so that's
100%, they get raped every day.
Yeah, yes, it's terrible.
Yes, men 100%. Gets raped every day.
What did it say? We just got a comment that was like, well, I don't know how to respond to this. If it's allowed contextually, like, it depends on the context. No. Look at the chat.
Look at the chat. Look at the chat.
I'm literally dying. Maybe we should drink more.
I fucking swear to God.
Yo, should we drink more?
Yeah, drink more.
Alright.
I mean, thank God we fucking bought that.
Yes.
Can you at least slap girls' ass or something?
I said depends contextually speaking.
Here's the thing. Seriously? You're such a turnoff.
You ruined the flow of the conversation.
You seriously ruined the flow, okay? I understand what kind of viewers we have on Twitch, but like, goddamn. Cheers.
Cheers.
But yeah, men should never hit a woman unless
women should never hit a man unless it's for self-defense.
Yes.
There's 100%. always an exception to any case.
Yeah, we're not like, oh, we're all like feminists and stuff. I'm always about fairness, and I don't care if it's about women or men. I seriously think it should always be fair. Yeah. And I'm just more towards feminists because I know in the past decades we have been treated wrongfully. Yeah. So I just wanted to put that out there that we are capable of doing the exact same thing that men do. Except maybe in a physical strength way.
I think most importantly, just highlighting that women shouldn't be viewed in the lens of that we're weaker. That's the only reason why the feminism age is there's that pushback.
Yeah, because we were kind of forced to be at home. And we were forced. We didn't choose that.
1950s. Anybody watch Mad Men? I didn't watch all of it, but I do know one of the overarching arcs of one of the wife of the main character, I forgot her name. Maybe it was Betty. But she hella depressed and unhappy because of the position that she's put in. And that being said, this is what we said before about pet peeves and dates. There are equally number of shitty guys out there. There are crazy girls out there and shitty girls
100%.
So we're not excluding that. So that's why we always think it's fair.
Yeah, we're not saying girls are always right. 100% no, because we know how many crazy bitches are out there. Yeah. Okay? So we're not saying girls are always right. Girls should never be hit. But I'm saying the same thing as for guys. Guys should never be hit or raped or killed or whatever the fuck they're going through, because I truly believe that gender equality, and I really want everyone to believe in gender equality, because people do tend to believe that men are more capable than women, and that's something that I have issues with. But other than that, I seriously think every single human being should have every single equal rights. Okay?
100%. No, I agree. And I just there's too many women out there that get coined the narrative of that they're crazy if
they do try to take benefits of the advantage of oh, I'm a girl, I'm weak.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, it depends on every single girl you meet. If you meet one of those girls pussies, then get the fuck out and run away, because it's your this is your sign for you to run away, because you do not need to be with a woman who's kind of using the gender equality as in oh, women are weaker.
No, basically their actions need to back up what they're saying.
100%.
I am a big fan of consistency.
Consistency. Number one. Yeah. But so you asked, do you think WNBA women NBA players should be paid equally as NBA players?
Yes. Why shouldn't women be paid the same? I mean, I do understand media-wise NBA gets more hype. I'm not a big sports fan, so I don't want to be quoted on the internet about anything.
But if women and men are getting the same training hours and how much effort they put in, I'm pretty sure women NBA players are not putting less effort than the men NBA players. Just because the results are, the men NBA players do get better results somehow, some way, because of their strength, and that's freaking genetics. That doesn't mean that women NBA players should get paid less, because they do put a lot of effort in it. So I don't know. This is a tricky question,
but this also ties into the fact of capitalism, and a lot more money and financial resources are allocated towards the men's basketball team, which is why they get paid more. They have more money in the budget to get paid more than women do. But I do,
and most people do watch men more because they are better at sports. But
no, but that's not okay. I don't want to say that either. I just don't think these are. In a hypothetical, theoretical situation, yes, they should get paid the same, but that's not the reality and practical implication of the situation, unfortunately. I mean, you're completely right, though, in that if the efforts are the same and the number of hours that are
because, it's not fair that, yes, women are weaker than men. You know what I mean? what can we do about it? Yes, we can go to the gym 24/7, but it will never be the same as what men are capable of. So I feel like if you do spend the exact same amount of time and effort into something that's the same thing as what men do, then I feel like, yes, I feel like they do deserve the same salary, even if, like, you know, but I do understand in the marketing sense that more people do want to watch men basketball more than women basketball, because like it's just like, you know, it's more fun because yes, sometimes they do play better.
More viewership has been invested into men's basketball too.
Yes.
And that's exactly one of the comments. Like, that's exactly what I was saying before. That ties into the fact that more financial resources has been allocated towards men's basketball. So in proportion to the viewership, the percentage wise should be the same. Even if unfortunately the number doesn't come out, like the number or the salary doesn't come out the same. But yeah. I mean, that's just more like systemic changes that need to be implemented too, in my opinion.
So he says that would make no sense. More people watch NBA than more viewers generate more. Exactly, that's what I was talking about in the marketing sense. That will be comparable to yeah, mini golf player. Thank you, thank you, Lobster. Yeah, that's exactly my point.
Not all women want family. And sometimes men want family, not women. This is getting into politics and like gender equality.
Women want family and they quit sports and competition. Dude, I can't even fucking get into this. So, you know, let's just
some women place more emphasis on their careers. Women and family and baby making that's just like I'm sorry, but like that's just like you're generalizing all women in general. Yes.
Why do you think like how women can ever become like a president? I know this didn't happen yet, but like how can you just view women like, oh, we want babies, we want to get married, we want to have a wedding, and like
actually statistically speaking, I think the number of people who don't want children has increased as like
100%. If you don't respect like statistics, please go educate yourself, because
I wish I could state numbers and I wish I knew like off the top of my head, but
like it
also
that happens in
I love chess.
Cheers.
I
love chess too. By the way, TFT is one of the chess, so if you don't play TFT, then I don't want to talk to you. All right.
It's funny we got into this topic.
I know, like we didn't even want to get into this topic.
Yeah, we were before, like 2 hours ago, we were like, we don't want to get into politics.
We don't want to get into politics because politics is so sensitive. Yeah. So we're gonna go extinct with the word. Anyway, so let's move on. So
wait, let me just address this real quick. We were saying this before. Nothing we're saying is absolute. Nothing is 100%.
What do you mean by like whole system gonna collapse from this fairy tale utopia of yours?
No, not all women want children. So
no, but like he said something else.
No, he's saying no. It's because we said not all women want children, and
that's true.
It is true.
Like, why do we just because we can produce doesn't mean that we have to produce? Also, that's not the natural instinct that we have.
Look at the pregnancy rate all down south. They're all popping out tens of babies, all of them. You don't have to worry about the population ever going extinct. Just
dude, that's just freaking ignorant. Just get out of here.
Yeah, I mean, and I think it's ignorant to even think that anything is 100%.
Dude, just because you're a woman does not mean that you have to produce and you have to think about, oh, we have to produce and get married and have kids and just quit job and just quit being like competitive. That's the most ignorant thing I've ever heard in my whole life, okay? Yeah. Just because you're a woman. Yeah. And like when I talk about feminine, like, dude, this is exactly what I'm talking about.
The feminism principle that we abide by is we don't want women to compete with one another because we should be uplifting each other, and women should be giving other women the benefit of the doubt. That is like underlying what we wanted to translate. It's because we were asked these questions that we got into this topic.
Dude, just think deeper than this. If you're smart enough, just think about this. Why is the feminist or feminism even a thing? Do you want to talk about that? Do you know why Black Lives Matter is even a thing? Do you want to talk about that? Do you ever hear people say White Lives Matter? Do you want to talk about that? That's exactly what I'm talking about. If you're smart enough, and you will know exactly what I'm talking about.
Ooh, he called you cute. Girl in